Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is the GG Africa podcast, live stream. I still don't have a permanent name for this, but it's been a project in the making. We've been working on this for the last year or so, and I think it was in order to make the scene, better than it is right now. And I'm sure, we are doing well at the moment, to be quite right. So, yeah, I think just to point out a thing or two, I just decided let me, um, start like kickstart this thing. I know it's not in the best format yet, but of course, it's going to be in the coming weeks. Of course, when I introduced the teams and whatnot, and all of that. So yeah, I think just to begin before I get to the hype and whatnot, uh, just a moment. I'm just trying to log on to my Twitter so that we can see what is on the news. Um, oh, interesting. So just before we finish, I wanted to introduce, of course, the title, like, is Africa like esports ready? Um, if that's so to speak. And I think just um, to start off, this will be like a series of many other live streams that we are going to do. And it's been a long time coming, and I think it's in order that we start this thing. So yeah, so I will be doing so many things in that regard. Of course, those I will update you in the coming days. If you're following me on my um, my Twitter, my Instagram, you could please check this at right now. Of course, the details will be there. Um, and yes, it's at James Grano. Twitter and Instagram, I usually do either like tweet updates or uh, story updates, I guess. I think that's what they call it nowadays. But yeah, just to begin with, I am going to jump into the news. Um, so yeah, to start off, um, going on the Esports Africa timeline. Of course, this is covering all esports organizations, tournament organizers, and stakeholders in Africa. That is courtesy of GG Africa. Uh, that, of course, is the project that I'm working on. This is to gather up all the people that are, uh, you know, trailblazing, pace setting, whatever you want to call it, um, the esports industry in Africa. And to start off, of course, there is Vibin. Come watch us take on DNMK, the Versus Gaming World Premier Division. So this is going to kickstart at uh, 2000 hours. That is South African time. So basically, South African time, that is going to be 9 p.m. Kenyan time or East African time, and that is also going to be 6 p.m. GMT. So just calculate that in your local time. And of course, the link will be right here on Desire. This is not like an actual link. It's not like an official link yet, because I know this is a live stream ready link. So yeah, when the live stream comes up, of course, all of it will come up at that specific time. So yes, checking also on the telecom versus gaming or VS gaming. I think I'll take it that way. Um, just before we get to the bottom news, I think I'm trying to check on what is going on as of now versus VS gaming CS:GO servers. Uh, there's a lot of load shedding announcements, huh? Okay. So of course these are the GoTV links and whatnot. Um, for those people who are actually playing on the CS:GO VS gaming servers. If you're not in the know-how, of course there's a Discord. You can check them out on digitalgamingleague.co.za and get the latest updates on that. So yes, and I think what okay. I just forgot actually. Before you even get to check out what is happening, you have to log in, I guess. Yeah, you have to register on the website, so to speak. But yes, so it seems like the league is actually going on at the moment. Uh, there's also a Rocket League going on as well. So season 7 of the Telcom VS Gaming Masters, as well as uh, High School Esports League for Rocket League. So yeah, I guess that is in order. So need to like that. Moving on. Sorry, excuse me. Um, Royalty Esports. This is another esports organization. Of course, Vibin is one. I think Royalty Esports is our second one. We take on Eon in the LOL era tournament tonight. That's at royaltyesports.za. Of course, this is also an esports organization Twitch link. There is no official link by the tournament organizers. That's the ones hosting era, but I'm gonna take it that given the time that is going to drop, of course we're gonna watch it. That is 21:15 hours. Same time, of course. This is 10:15 p.m. East African time, 7:15 p.m. GMT, or 19:15 GMT. I think that's the best way to put it. So yes, this of course is Metal. That's an esports player. Africa Esports News, of course. Let's see what they're up to. Let's see if there's any newsworthy news here. Meet Ghana's champions of the game RX. The two will be going on an all expenses paid trip to Nigeria to represent Ghana in the 10 Nations Gaming Tournament. Oh yeah, by the way, there's this tournament that's been going on, hosted by Gamer or Gamer X. I think that's the right word. Yeah, this Gamer X. I think I will click on that later on, I think, as time goes. So yes, that's Tendo, our local Apex caster stroke esports personality. We have Samtech. Of course, this is what do you call, a CSR engagement. I think she's doing with her following. We have ACGL. Of course, they have registrations for the COD Mobile and Vanguard tournament. I think does Vanguard still have tournaments? Because I think Probably ACGL should be able to come out and tell us about that. I have not been seeing people playing Vanguard that often. Warzone, yes. Vanguard, not so sure. I think I haven't been getting like the necessary responses from like the community. Excuse me. Yeah. So yeah, I think that is it. Yale is hosting an Apex tournament. Okay, this is interesting. Am I following them? I'm not. Well, that is unfortunate. Okay, Eve Sports.z is a division of Eve Tech that hopes to create sustainable esports tournaments in a variety of titles for SA gamers. Okay, I think I've kind of swallowed my words a bit. So no problem. Let's see those links for esports for Eve. I also add them to the list. They're already on the list, so that's good. This is a tournament organizer as well. They're doing their own tournament, so I'm guessing we're gonna have to look them up on Twitch, just to see whether
Just need
there's
to add your delay in because this will be instant. 2-minute delay.
Sorry. Let me fix that. Wow. Okay, well, this is interesting.
Alas, time is not.
Sports. I know I seem to be logged out. Let me fix that a bit. There we go. Yeah, so there we have it.
Just need to add your delay in
why am I hearing that? Is that part of the gig they're doing? My apologies for that. West Africa's biggest esports platform. I think this should be on, yes, should be on the list as well. So yes, I think it's good to see that. I'm seeing a lot of teams there. So let's see, where can we get a list of those teams? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. Okay, I think there's a Battleify, so we'll just see that. I want to go from Battleify, of course, jump also to Gamer. Let me accept that. Dota, CSGO, yes, I'm only seeing CSGO. I don't know if I'm correct. Oh, those are past ones. There aren't any upcoming tournaments. Then why isn't it not on the website? Why isn't it on the website? This is that was 2 hours ago. Okay, maybe they're working on it, so I'll cut them some slack there. Jump on to ACGL, of course. I have not seen the website, by the way. Should have a look at it as well. Before we continue, so ACGL, yeah, that's it. Okay, I have to have a website. I have to have an account. So that's what's up. There we go. Sorry about that. So I want to know about that websites. So we're gonna go to tournaments. Let's see, all events. I think all events will do. The showdown. Uh, I'm kind of confused. What is all this? Am I in the right place? Okay, so match finders we have here 1v1 Fortnite, 1v1 Rocket League. These are close to the ones that are coming up. The skirmish, of course, Siege skirmish is ongoing every weekend, I'm guessing. It just doesn't have the specifications of when, but that's that. I think, yeah, 17th. It's been quiet, actually, come to think of it. And this is March 9th. So I think we're gonna end it at that. So, coming back to my discussion, like, hold on a minute. Yeah, let me do that. Like, is Africa Esports ready? I've gotten these questions a couple of times. I've needed a better forum to actually answer something like that. And I can say, I think it depends with which country you're looking at, because Africa is like a composition of 54 different countries. Of course, I don't think there's any country that has split as of now, because if there were, we would have known. If you look at the likes of success stories like South Africa, I think that's the first country that comes to mind when it comes to esports. That is a country that is way ahead of the ball game in comparison to its peers, and that is the rest of Africa. We do have also other countries that are doing quite well. I'm guessing Egypt, with the likes of Anubis Gaming or Anubis Esports. I don't know which tag they run by, but I think it's one of the two. And to add to that, we've seen the success of their esports organization in League of Legends and Valorant. I think those are the specific two that I've seen. I haven't seen any success in other esports titles, but it's our hopes that, of course, we will see them, because when you look at South Africa, we already have esports giants like Bravado Gaming, Atk Esports, and the likes of Vibin. We have Energy Esports, who happen to be very, very quiet. I don't know what's happening over there, but that's something. DNMK is another one. I think they've set the pace, and they're very vibrant, especially in terms of how they approach their marketing strategy, which is absolutely fantastic. Just to name a few. I think if I have not mentioned the others, of course, you can tell me in the comments. Okay, let me read that. Chaos, I'm from Zimbabwe. Rainbow Six Siege console clan missed. Pleasure to meet you. I know it's been a long time. We haven't done Rainbow Six Siege games for quite some time, and that's because we would like to hear some some vibrance from the other countries, not just South Africa, because I think if you see the marketing that South Africa has done in comparison to other countries, with the exception of Anubis from Egypt, I think other countries are still wanting, especially in terms of like the way they approach esports marketing. And I think with the exception of Navi Arudem. That's being run by Metal, or what we know as Ivan. They're doing a spectacular job in terms of marketing, and I can give them a thumbs up, especially with the approach that they bring to the table. Um, but I still feel that the support is lacking. Also, um, support is lacking from like stakeholders within the industry, and the first one, of course, you can talk about is governments. Like individual African governments still do not have a flat foundational basis of how they can define esports, because not like the way the developed countries are, but is my hope that, of course, that support can come. But the thing is, of course, all these governments are looking for success stories. These guys are looking for an Astralis. They are looking for a T1, what is it? T1 Gaming or T1 Esports, the League of Legends legends, if I should say so myself. Those guys have done a fantastic job. Like, if you look at the developed countries, they've blazed, of course, and they have support from their individual governments, which makes it a very fundamental thing. And you've seen even with the likes of Astralis, especially in like CSGO esports, um, just the support that they've had with their individual governments, and not even just that, the actual, I think it's the president or prime minister of Denmark, has seen so many other successes from that arise with the likes of Heroic. Heroic is another esports organization from Denmark. Um, I I don't know if there's any other, but there is another one as well. I think uh, so many other success stories that we hear, and I think it's the same thing that also Africa is waiting for. And I'm asked this question so many times: why is it that we don't see their support here? It's just they want to see a success story, and that's what's up at the end of the day. So yeah, um, if you know, um, you jump on to other countries, we are the ones that I personally know of. Is I think there's Solo Esports from Senegal. There is yeah, I think Solo is the one that I know that is in various teams and whatnot. There's another one that uh, my local colleague, uh, Beast, um, Beast or Crutch. I think that's what he calls himself. I think I should get that name right. Let me pull him up. Uh, Brian. Yes, Brian the Beast. Yeah. He's called Beast, and he is, if I'm not wrong, the I think he's a representative of Team Reeves from Japan. If I can get my name right on that. We're still waiting, of course, to hear from the team, because the team it's Japanese to begin with. Sorry about that. It's just, we would like to hear a bit more of them. I think I should show you that right here on my screen. Um, yeah, the as I was saying, I know a lot of people, like a lot of esports players in Africa are expecting a lot more support, and we can do, each and every one of us can do our own individual uh activations. um if it's a passion, of course, you have to show it from the get-go, and seeing as at how um people are being inspired from one step to another one. Of course, there's the likes of Beast. There is also Malika, or what we know as Queen Arrow, who happens to be a content creator of UYU or Uyu. I usually call them Uyu. I don't have like a specific name for these guys. So, yes, I think that being so, um, yeah, just to add to that, I know there are other success stories that you will hear. There's another team I also haven't touched, Goliath Gaming. That's an esports organization in South Africa as well. They're doing numbers, they're doing bits, they're doing work. Those guys are doing amazing stuff as well. So yeah, um, I think just to before I continue, let me highlight, of course, all the members here that are worthy to be on this list. To start off, of course, there is Rainbow Six Esports, SSA. This is the Sub-Saharan African Rainbow Six Esports Twitter handle. Of course, if you would like to participate in some events in the scene locally, that's their handle. The other one, of course, is we have ATK Esports, GG. This is the esports organization ATK, as they are known as. If you know, of course, they also do participate in the CSGO um, North American Intermediate League. I think is it the intermediate one or just the North American one as a whole? Because they're doing well. I think they're actually doing really well. And yeah, the other one, of course, is FGC Africa. These guys do FGC tournaments, or what we call as fighting game community events. And as you can see, of course, they are maining in NRS titles. And NRS means Netherrealm Studios. And that's the likes of Mortal Kombat and Injustice. So, yeah, of course, those are the two games that are, of course, being um, that have been developed and published by NetherRealm. So yeah. So the next one we have, of course, Vibin. Vibin is a South African esports organization um, that they've won various events within the esports scene in South Africa. Uh, yeah, Socks Up. Socks Up is also another esports organization, not that well known, but of course I'm not sure if I saw them in Rocket League, but I did see them in Valorant. So yes, of course we have here Solo Esports. That this is from Senegal. The other one, EV Esports, of course, that is a tournament organizer, as I had spoken about. They of course have those events I had spoken about earlier in the stream. Um, the other one is World League Esports. That's a tournament organizer. We've seen them hosting Rainbow Six and Call of Duty events. Yeah, DNMK. That's a very that's a trending esports organization. I can't remember exactly when it started. I don't know if it's 2019 or 18 or 2019, 18 there somewhere. Of course, they've been very vibrant. You've been seeing the personalities that are there. Tendo being one of them. Tendo, we have is it Androva? Yeah. If I hope I've not butchered her name. So yeah, that's another one. There's also Kelly Kicks as well. But Tendo is like like out there doing the work for them. So yes, another one of course is Team Meraki, or Meraki Gaming. I think I'd right. They're known as Meraki Gaming and very well known within the Rainbow Six um, scene, and that's because they've hosted roughly two majors, if I'm not wrong, successfully. And props to them. The work that these guys do is just amazing. Like, if I can put them in the scene, especially in terms of consistency, they are second to none. Yeah, but of course, this year we have not heard from them in regards to like a Rainbow Six League, and we don't know, but we're just waiting to find out. Another esports organization, Omnius Gaming, um, very quiet but have some amazing artwork, and we have also the likes of Nordwind Gaming Africa. These are esports tournament organizers. They do some very large events. I think have not heard from them of late. I think since my hiatus from live streaming, and if you of course have not found out, I do live stream on Twitch, so you should go check me out. Twitch.com/Moje M0JAE. I will put that link, of course, in the description below. So in the chat, sorry. So yeah. So yes, I think just apart from that, we have what else? We have Navi Arudem. This is the esports organization in Uganda. They also do some pop culture related stuff. So that's something. And by pop culture, I mean like music or something of the sort. I'm not sure. They still don't have like a concrete line of what that means, but they've not defined it. So yeah, that's what's up. Yes, we have ATK right there. We have Rainbow Six Africa. Of course, those are news. That's a news handle for Rainbow Six. We have ourselves GG Africa as well. We have Team G Matrix. I think I haven't mentioned them as well. Esports organization in Zambia. They're also doing the work. These guys are doing some amazing work. And especially with the likes of an esports player that we know, Mr. 5000. He's been destroying players all over the African scene, especially either in Injustice or Mortal Kombat. Those two, I mean, he's well known there. So big up to them as well. We have Tekken 254. This is like a tournament organizing a tournament organizer in Kenya that runs things like Tekken tournaments in particular. Usually see the live streams a lot. I think I've never seen any well done consistency within like the FGC more than they do. So yeah, that's definitely something. Another one I think I haven't mentioned is Tribe Simba. They've been really quiet, but waiting to hear from them as well. Yeah, who knows? They had a run, of course, last year, I guess, in the Rainbow Six leagues. That's when they were, of course, very vibrant during those leagues. That's after some time, just after the whole Rainbow Six scene flunked in Africa. I think it kind of spanned from what happened in the scene. I won't talk about that because that is more like community politics. Of course, if you want to see that, you will just go on Twitter and yeah. The other one, of course, I think these guys guys I haven't seen vibrant as well. Atk Esports. These are guys that came from, I think, Soweto. I saw the documentary. These guys were doing some amazing work. How they went quiet, I just don't know. I haven't been seeing them, like especially in the CS:GO events of late, which is kind of sad. Would like to see them, and hopefully they'll turn up. I think another one is Big 5 Esports. They've been participating, I think, in CS:GO and Dota 2. So yes, that's another one. Goliath Gaming is another one. We've seen them in CS:GO, FIFA as well, with the likes of we have this Red Bull maestro. What's his name? Young Savage. Yes, the Red Bull sponsored uh, gamer, the first of his kind in Africa, actually. By the way, we've never seen that before. The confidence that Red Bull have in an African player, that's amazing, and we hope to see him, of course, in Red Bull sponsored events internationally as well. Um, so yeah, I'm not going to speak about, of course, his performance this year, but sorry, not this year, but last year. I think somewhere at the end, because that's because things happened that kind of affected his performance, and I won't say why or how that happened, but it's it happens. Not every esports player is always at their best. They always have their ups and downs, so it's just how you get back up that matters. And yeah, that's it. um I think by the time we get like guests on the show, we'll talk about such things as time goes. So yeah. Before I continue, let me tweet this. First. Oh, by the way, sorry for that. Um, that was like a short break. There was a technical issue I was having, but I think we've happened to sorted it out. All right. Moving on. Uh, oh dear. Okay. Just a moment. I think I've hit a snag somewhere. Ah, okay, there we go. My My audio got an update just now. Yeah. Sorry, no problem. Good to be back once again. So, yeah, I think that's it. Of course, there's Tendo as well. We have Sen Games, that's for Senegal. Sinister 5 as well. I think we've seen them in Rainbow Six Siege. CS:GO. I don't know about the other events or leagues. Haven't seen them there. I think another one that's also there is XD Gaming. I don't know if this is true, especially in like the Rocket League scene. I heard that they are working together with the Orlando Pirates, and that's why I think they formed like Pirates Esports, if I'm not wrong. And that's the name they are running with in the Rainbow Six, in the Rocket League African scene. We also have the likes of Watchmen Esports, but haven't seen any branding. We need to see some branding there, like a lot of marketing. The silence usually doesn't help that much. So yeah, we'd really like to hear from them. Anubis is another one. I've talked about Anubis from the very beginning. So you see the issue that I'm having. I don't know whether it's Anubis Esports or Anubis Gaming. So like they're running under the two tags. So it's kind of confusing. But of course there is some, updates that they give us here and there. We have ACGL. This is the African Cyber Gaming League. Tournament administration as well, or organizing. Medal State is also tournament organizing, another different separate entity. Energy Esports, esports organization and team. We've seen that as well. We have Gamer there, which is good. And yeah, I think that's it. And also, of course, a team that I haven't mentioned that have been there from the very beginning, Bravado Gaming. I don't need to say much further than that. So yeah, I think that should be it. Wait a minute. There we go. I think that's done. Just to reiterate, I'm not going to say much further than that. Of course, I'm gonna give highlights and stories based on this. If you'd like to hear news within the week as well, please make sure you follow the the GG Africa list, and follow me as well at James Carano. The name is right there. on my overlay. So yeah, and of course, if you would like to be on the show, and so that we can talk about one or two things, please make sure to hit me up and tell me one or two things we can discuss, of course, on in terms of the African scene. And I think just to sum up everything, um, I'll close up from here, and I'm gonna talk about like, is Africa esports ready? Yes, it is esports ready. I think it's just the approach that needs to be done carefully. We can't just decide to jump into, you can't just decide to jump into Africa and say, yo, I am doing an event here or there. We know, like, every organization or stakeholder out there has goals that they would like to meet. And I think also, as I'm speaking also to the players themselves as well. The players, the organizers, the stakeholders, all those guys. I think to begin with, you can see there is a large number of stakeholders that we have. You see, we have premier esports organizations that are well, that have a big name within the scene. The likes of which I think I've mentioned. If you haven't seen them, of course, make sure you check out the list that I've created on Twitter, and check out like what is going on within the week. And of course, we just come here to talk about that and what happened, and you give your views and tell me what's up and whatnot. So yeah, to begin with, if you're thinking of jumping into like a scene like South Africa, of course, South Africa is esports ready. They've been ready ever since who knows when. But we also have other countries as well. Like a country that we haven't been talking about, and I think people might see that I'm siding, but this is facts, and I kid you not, it is absolute facts. Kenya is up to class. There are just a few things that are missing, of course, the stakeholder support, but Kenya is in a very good position, to be honest. And if they were to take advantage of that, I mean, right now, they'd be, I don't say they'd be chasing after South Africa or they'd be following South Africa, but they'd be in a class of their own. I think that's the least to say. Of course, I can't say they'd be as good as them, but who knows? Who knows? By the way, there are other smaller countries that are doing numbers than their larger counterparts, and we've seen that, of course. But anyway, that's to say the least. Africa is esports ready, in my view. But of course, I would like to hear your thoughts. Of course, you can hit me on the chat, or you can hit me also on my Twitter handle or on Instagram. Everywhere, all there, you can always find me. So yeah, I think that's that. So yeah, it's I think that's all I can say in that regard. If we're like, I think just apart from that, one thing I can also point out is in terms of infrastructure. South Africa has like good infrastructure and the community, so they're ready. They're very ready. If we're looking at Kenya, Kenya has the infrastructure, absolutely. And if I'm not kidding, right now, up to date, Kenya has the best internet in Africa. And I kid you not, arguably the best internet in Africa. You can come to me with facts. And sometimes, we complain a lot because we, like, as Kenyans, we sound very privileged. But the thing is, and I'm not sounding elitist, so to speak, but the thing is, it is so true. Kenya has really good infrastructure. I think it's just community support that it needs, and also stakeholder support. And by stakeholder, I'm including like the people with the money, and these are the guys like government, uh, private sector, and and what have you. So yes, so Kenya is another country that is esports ready for sure, for sure. And the thing about them, of course, is show them the money, and trust me, you will have a scene that will reciprocate back. So yes, we've seen success stories, the likes of Beast, Brian Dianga, and Queen Arrow, especially Queen Arrow, doing numbers everywhere. Like her face is everywhere, literally. I like we can't even debate that. Tell me anyone in Africa who is doing so much esports branding than her, to be honest. And like I'll be in awe completely. So yes, I think um I think that's all I can say in that regard. I think when at least those three core parts are there, if there is community support, if there is infrastructure, and there is also stakeholder financial support, then definitely, the rest will come. The rest will definitely come. So, yeah, I think those are my 2 cents on that, especially on this discussion in regards to is Africa esports ready. Remember, this is GGA Live 1, episode 1. Um, there'll be other episodes to come, of course. We can revisit this topic once again and discuss about it, of course, because of the developments that are moving within different areas of Africa, and also different aspects of the scene as well. So yeah, so as I said, please make sure to follow the GG Africa socials, that is on Twitter, and also to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And then also remember as well to follow me on my socials, that is at James Karanu, on my Twitter, on my Instagram, and also remember to check out my Twitch. That is on chat, twitch.tv/Mojae, M0JAE, as well as my YouTube, youtube.com/James Carano. I think that one is just straightforward. So, yeah. Yes. So, I'll put that also in the description as well. Yeah. So, really appreciate you guys coming through. I think it's been a good 1 hour, if I'm not wrong, of live streaming. This whole thing, roughly 55 minutes. So yeah, but really appreciate you guys coming through, and yeah, that's the best. I don't have a sign out yet for this YouTube channel, but yeah, with that, take care, peace, love, bless.